Is today Tuesday? Happy Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, right?
What you on your face?
What? My glasses? I can hear a hater in the background. If you guys can't tell, my daughter's in the background. She's back here talking mess about my glasses when she definitely probably needs a pair. Anyway, you guys, happy Tuesday. So today's video is going to be all about how to keep your hair healthy when you are wearing braids or even protective styles. Now, one thing for certain, I am going to just give you guys a quick disclaimer, okay? Because people seem to misinterpret everything that I say. And when I say it, it's misinterpreted for whatever reason. I don't know. Braids, rope twists, ponytails, crochet, anything within that family is all considered what we call protective styles, but they are not protecting. So when you guys hear me refer to protective yet not so protective styles, please understand that when this term came out, that this is just a term that people use to make it sound better at the fact that you're covering your hair up long periods of time. And with that being said, there is a lot of damage that can and sometimes can't happen. So today we're going to really debunk how to keep your hair healthy when you are wearing protective styles, specifically braids, twists, or anything that allows your scalp to be exposed. It's not really going to be geared towards the wig wearing. We will do another series on the wigs and how to keep your hair healthy when you're wearing your wigs and such. But today I really want to home in on anything that you can see the partings in your scalp. You can actually touch your scalp without you having to remove something or take something or divide something just to get to your scalp. All right. So if you guys are new here, first and foremost, let me introduce myself. My name is Crystal. I am the CEO and founder of Elite Hair Care USA, as well as CW Skincare, also known as Miss Crystal Williams. And I've been in the cosmetology industry for over 25 years. I'm also a trichologist and a cosmetic chemist. And at the same time, I have literally slept, eat, sleep, breathe, anything that you can talk about when it comes on to hair care. All right. So I want you guys to stay tuned because today is raffle drawing day. And I have my box full of raffle entries for me to announce the winner of the Elite exclusive grand prize as well as the second and third prize. So you will have to stay on the live to be able to see the drawing and be able to see who the winner is and who I am going to be coming to and all that good stuff. I'm super excited because I really am curious as to where I will be traveling to meet one of you. All right. All right. So I got my notes right here. So if you guys see me looking here, which I probably need to put them right here so that I'm not always looking over there. But my notes are going to be basically keeping me on topic because I have ADHD and I can babble and run on with no problem whatsoever. Okay? Whatsoever. So first things first, let's talk about some pain points when we talk about things that you have or issues that you encounter whenever you are dealing with braid and twists. Sure that everybody can hear me, everybody can see me. If you can, thank you so much for the hearts. I appreciate it. If you guys can see and hear me, give me some thumbs up emojis, give me some fire emojis, give me some double taps on the screen, show some love in the room so I know that we are all on the same page. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Underestimated. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And thank you to everybody who's joining in on the live. We have a lot to talk about in regards to braids and twists. So I don't want to keep you guys on here. I know some of you are at lunch. So we're just going to go ahead and keep it moving. And then we will do our Elite exclusive raffle drawing. Okay, can you guys hear me now? I just want to make sure that everybody can hear me. Hi, Deborah. Hey, everybody that's joining over on the T. Thank you, guys. Put it back and get out of there. I'm well. Thank you, Daffy. All right. So you just want to make sure that you're not neglecting your scalp. And when I say neglecting your scalp, I mean you are not just allowing your hair and your scalp to have care by chance. You're not just walking outside and saying, I'm just going to wake up every day. The one thing that you guys do the most, you throw a bonnet on, you go out the door, you come back, you throw on the same dirty bonnet, you go back out the door, you shower, you put back on the same dirty bonnet. You do nothing to your hair and your scalp because you swear that having these braids and these twists means that your scalp and your hair is invincible and you are just in A-okay. Oh, because I have this thing covering it up, I don't have to do anything. And that's the reason why a lot of you get these styles and then wonder why after you take these styles out, yeah, you might get a little bit of length, but is it true length? Because between dehydration and malnourishment, that hair is not going to survive. That hair does not survive because you're not giving it everything that it really does need. The simplest things that you can do whenever you're wearing braids and twists, especially to keep your scalp healthy, is to hydrate your scalp with lightweight oils or lightweight serums. Okay? Lightweight oils or lightweight serums. And when I say lightweight oils, people assume that, okay, any oil is fine because an oil is an oil. That is not true. That is not how this works. That's not how this works, okay? It's not just any oil. It's not just any butter. It's not just any and everything. If that's the case, then why are you cooking with specific things when you make your food? If you could just use any and everything, then why are you being specific? Because you have to be specific based on your taste buds. You have to be specific based on what you can and can't use. So I want you to start being just as intentful, just as purposeful when it comes on to your hair, right? So you can use lightweight serums. You can use lightweight oils. You can also use lightweight hair grease. Now, there are a million different products out there that you can choose from. But of course, here at Elite Hair Care USA, we are purposeful. We are always going to be intentional whenever we are doing anything, and when it comes onto the hair, the scalp, or the skin. So when we talk about hydrating the scalp, nourishing the scalp, first you want to make sure that you are definitely starting with a clean slate. Now I want somebody to type in the chat, when I say a clean slate, what do I mean? What do I mean when I say a clean slate? When someone says they want you to start with a clean slate before you do anything else, thank you, Nana. We want you to make sure that that scalp has been washed. That scalp has been cleansed. Now, if you have your braids or your twists in, how are you going to be able to do that? How do you think you can do that? Give me one way that you can cleanse your scalp when you have your braids or your twists in. What's one way that you can cleanse your scalp while you have braids and twists in? What's one way? And it's a very easy way, because some people think that just because you have braids and twists in, that means that you can't clean your scalp, when you really can. Now, is it going to be as thorough as if you had no braids or twists in? No. You can still wash it, yes, but I would not recommend washing it. And the reason why I say that is because that is how you build up a collection of mold and odor-causing bacteria. So Lee Anderson actually just said it, with a washcloth. You get a warm cloth with just a little bit of your Moist Repair shampoo or your Elite Clarify shampoo or your Hair Repair 2.0 shampoo. You want to make sure you're using one of our sulfate-free shampoos when you're doing so. And you're literally taking that washcloth, a little bit of warm water, and a drop of shampoo. You're lathering that baby up, and then you're literally going through and you are really exfoliating or cleansing those partings. The reason why I don't recommend washing is because under those braids and within the braid will never dry, or it will take quite some time for it to dry, which is how a lot of you end up with odor-causing bacteria on the hair and the scalp. Some of you also end up with mold that then becomes a bigger problem, because now you create inflammation. You create situations where you're now inducing scalp congestion, such as dermatitis and dandruff. You're doing too much. So you want to just make sure that you are utilizing just simple techniques, something as small as a warm washcloth with a little bit of sulfate-free Elite Hair Care shampoo. And then you go back after you've done that, because when you look at that washcloth, that thing is dirty. When you're done, you're going to go through, just wash out your washcloth. You're going to now just take that same washcloth that is now clean with just water, and you're going to go back over your scalp again, and you're now going to clean off all the shampoo. You didn't use a ton, so all you're doing is removing any excess buildup, excess dirt, excess debris that you can't get to because the hair is braided or protected in regards to braids and twists. Thank you, T. Michelle. Star said, that's true. When I wear my hair in a wet ponytail, I have to loosen it at night to let the wet area dry. If not, it will smell moldy. That is correct. Mold can grow on the hair and the scalp. It might be on a temporary basis, but there's nothing that stops that. There's nothing that stops that, right? And then on top of that, you guys are covering your scalp and your hair with these dirty bonnets that are full of bacteria. Full of bacteria, full of odor-causing bacteria and mold-causing bacteria. Okay? So you definitely want to make sure that you start with a clean slate, and then that is when you can apply your Goddess Hair Repair Serum. If you need a serum that has wholesome oils that is not going to be too heavy, but is also going to hydrate and moisturize the hair and the scalp all at the same time, then the Goddess Hair Repair Serum is going to be your go-to. Okay, that's going to be your go-to. If you need more of a water-based serum or a more lightweight serum, and maybe you don't want an oil-based serum, then you can use our Super G. You can also use our Biotin Boost, or you can use our Boost Antioxidant Scalp Serum, which me personally, my go-to would have been the Boost Antioxidant Scalp Serum. Why? Because the consistency is slightly thicker. That's number one. Number two, you're always wanting to reduce the inflammation in the scalp. Remember, braids and twists are constantly being manipulated and moved around on the head. It's constantly tugging. It's constantly being moved. So if that is the case, inflammation is going to be very common because you might pull it up one day. It might be too taut. You might leave it down. It might be this way. You might have slept on it. You tagged this one. You snagged that one. That is how you can induce inflammation on a consistent basis. So that is the reason why I would more than say the Boost Scalp Antioxidant Serum is going to be your best friend. It's going to be your best friend. All right? Now, we've already talked about cleansing without disturbing your style because we talked about the clean slate. But when we talk about cleansing, how often do you think it's okay for you to go and clean that scalp with that washcloth and a little bit of warm water? And when I say washcloth with warm water, I'm not talking about the washcloth squeezing out water. I'm talking about just a damp washcloth. How often do you think you should be doing that? I want you guys to type in the chat how often you think you should be cleansing your scalp with the method that we just talked about. A damp washcloth with a drop of your Moist Repair or any of your Elite Hair Care shampoos. How often do you think it's okay to do that? Because some of you are going overboard, and I want to make sure that we are on the same page. So Kim said once a week. Anybody else? Once a week. I see once a week. I see weekly. I see daily. So Helen, I'm going to say no to the daily because daily is a little too much. Daily is a little too much. Patricia said every 2 weeks. I'm going to tell you guys, anyone who said once a week is correct. Anyone who said once a week is correct. Thank you, Matthew. Anyone who said once a week is absolutely correct. The reason why I say once a week is, one, you are still applying a wet, damp water substance to the scalp. You want to make sure that you're giving that time to dry. That's number one. But number two, imagine if you were to only shower once every 2 weeks. Do you think you're going to be clean with just a swipe of a washcloth? No. So once a week when we're talking about the scalp is going to definitely be a good thing because that is going to help to keep everything at bay. Now, if you're someone who deals with scalp congestion, and when I say scalp congestion, I mean dermatitis, dandruff, any form of flaking, waxing. There's so many different things out there, which is why I like to use the word congestion because it sounds a lot better. If you're dealing with congestion, you can potentially do it probably once every 3, maybe 4 to 8 days, because you have to keep your dandruff, dermatitis, all of these things at bay. So yes, for those of you who have scalp congestion issues, what? Okay. Those of you that have scalp congestion issues, you can definitely do anywhere between 4 and 8 days. Every 4 to 8 days, you cleanse your scalp. Remember, you guys are keeping these braids and twists and all these things in for weeks and weeks and weeks at a time. Weeks and weeks and weeks. T. Michelle says, what is your suggestion for severe alopecia with scarring from the front all the way to the crown? T. Michelle, one, if you have scarring, unfortunately, scarring is not reversible. That is a form of CCCA alopecia. Okay, CCCA alopecia is another term for scarring alopecia. It's central superficial alopecia. Please, I never can say the word. But scarring alopecia is not reversible. The only real fix to scarring alopecia is hair transplants. Steroids, all of that stuff doesn't work. But what I always tell people is, if you allow it to thrive, it will take over the rest of your head. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you are maintaining the remainder of the hair that is around it and the hair that's still growing. So I highly recommend Goddess Hair Repair Serum. That's going to be your go-to. The Hair Repair 2.0 shampoo and conditioner. That's also going to be your go-to, because that has that garlic oil, that onion oil, the biotin, the niacin, and the zinc. That CCCA and anyone else dealing with thinning and balding, your scalp is going to love. It is going to help the remainder of everything else around you thrive. And also slow down the progression of the CCCA that you already have. Okay. By the way, you guys, as you guys know, anytime I'm on the live, I always try to do some type of promotion. So today's promotion is all Elite Hair Care products are buy one, get one 50% off. No code is needed for you to be able to take advantage of that. It's just buy one, get one 50% off. All you need to do is add 2 different products or 2 of the same products, and it will take the second one 50% off at checkout. What vitamins is best for hair growth, if that is a thing? So we just discussed that yesterday. So vitamins, and this is a great point, because this is also going to go hand in hand with if you're trying to maintain healthy hair while you have braids and twists in. Vitamins are going to help you from the inside out. If your inside isn't good, then how can you expect the external to be good? If you have a bad body, how do you expect to have good hair? I've never seen it. Have you? Because I don't know anyone like that. So I highly recommend, and I tell people this all the time, vitamins are vital for the body in its entirety, because we are constantly changing what we eat, constantly changing our environments. The world is changing. The food we're eating is changing. So we want to make sure that we're putting in good nutrients to keep our levels at bay, and also to help us have defense against all the other ailments that can affect not just hair growth, skin, elasticity, everything. Thank you for the galaxy. Appreciate it. Okay. So I always recommend, now let me do this. I want to do this, ask this question. If you're one of those people where if you take biotin right now, if you're taking biotin right now, put a 1 in the chat for me, please. If you are taking biotin right now, put a 1 in the chat. Biotin is a hair vitamin, by the way. So if you are taking biotin, put a 1 in the chat. If you're taking biotin, put a 1 in the chat, please. And I'm not calling anyone out, so you don't have to worry. You don't have to be scared. My lives are very friendly, very festive, but very friendly. Now, biotin is known as one of the Bs. It's called B7. Okay, you guys know that the B vitamins is a complex. It is broken down into multiple vitamins in the B family. B7 is biotin. Biotin by itself is not enough to give you a head full of healthy hair. While it can induce a lot of growth because it's helping to strengthen the follicle from within, B7 is not enough. You need other nutrients that's going to help to keep your hair and your scalp healthy. Okay, so I don't recommend just utilizing biotin by itself. If you want biotin, you can use our B7 collection. That collection is a biotin based collection, but it also is paired with other nutrients, right? So when I tell people, you know, I think you should be using a hair, skin, and nail vitamin, I don't just say biotin. You'll never hear me just say use biotin. If I want you to just use biotin, I'm going to tell you to use the biotin boost. It's better to use it externally than internally. I always suggest hair, skin, and nail vitamins or prenatals. Hair, skin, and nail vitamins or prenatals. The reason why I say that is because the body also needs folic acid. It needs vitamin D. Vitamin D is not just the sun. It's not just for the skin. If your vitamin D levels are too low, it starts to attack your calcium. If your calcium is too low, your bones and your blood gets brittle. Everything starts to change. So vitamin D goes hand in hand with calcium. Calcium keeps the body strong, right? We're always talking about drink milk, even though we know we shouldn't drink milk as humans. But at the same time, that vitamin D, calcium, vitamin A, vitamin E, vitamin K, folic acid, iron, zinc, biotin or B7, B12. There's so many out there that your body needs. So that is the reason why you never hear me just say, yes, you need to use some biotin. I will not say that because I know that that is not enough. So I always recommend prenatals or hair, skin, and nail vitamins, which of course, we've always had our own hair, skin, and nail vitamins. They are in production. They've been in production. We had to throw them back. We had to do new labels. We just had a lot going on, but those are also coming back. But for right now, prenatals or hair, skin, and nail vitamins work fine. Okay? And another thing that I would also say, I don't recommend gummies. Can anybody tell me why I don't just say, yeah, you can use gummies. Gummies are great for that. Why don't I recommend gummies? Why don't I recommend gummies? The sugar content, yes. Because they have to put taste in front of nutrient. They're putting taste in front of the nutrient. So imagine if your gummy actually tasted like the vitamins. Would you still eat it? No. So when people just put taste in front of the nutrient, you're getting the gummy just because of the taste. Well, we're big girls and big boys. We are big. We are grown. Okay, we can do that. We can take a capsule every day. Okay, a small capsule, a big capsule, whatever size capsule is needed, we can do that. Hold on, you guys. Okay, so I don't recommend gummies. Gummies do not give you enough nutritional value to say that it would make a huge difference. Or if it does, it's going to take quite some time. Immediately, anytime you're taking vitamins, it takes at minimum 2 weeks for your body to really start to absorb what you're doing. It takes a minimum of about 2 weeks before your body even understands that it needs to start to absorb these nutrients instead of expelling them. That's also another reason why I don't recommend biotin 100% by itself, because too much of one thing is not good. Once your body absorbs and intakes all of that biotin, it's going to stop absorbing whatever it can't. So some of you will run to your local warehouse manufacturing market or one of these stores. Oh, I'm going to buy 50,000 milligrams of biotin. That's definitely going to boost my hair growth. Well, how much of that do you really think that the body's going to absorb? And if you're taking up all of your nutritional value with just biotin, what about all the other parts of your body that needs nutrition that also aids hair growth? Because hair growth comes from the blood. Hair growth comes from within. So if you're only giving your body B7, 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 then how much are you missing with the rest of your body that also helps your hair thrive? Estella, I don't really have a recommended brand, which is why I always tell you, like, again, I'm not a physician. Speak to your physician about it, or go to your local pharmacy store, or speak to your pharmacist and have them give you a suggestion. But I always recommend reading the back of your bottle and understanding what it is that you're putting in your body and how much of it that you're putting in your body. Autoimmune diseases cause a lot of hair problems. So what does your products do for this? Well, Falana, good thing is I also have an autoimmune disease because I no longer have a thyroid. My thyroid was removed a little over 12 years ago because I had a tumor in my neck that was the size of a golf ball protruding. So I am the number one person who knows about autoimmune diseases. Thyroid disease is also one of them. Any disease that affects the blood or the hormones is considered to be autoimmune. Diabetes, lupus, high blood pressure, thyroid disease, no matter if it's hyper, hypo, goiter, anything that affects the thyroid is considered autoimmune. So a lot of our products contain a mineral called zinc. Z-I-N-C-K. Clots. It's been a long night. Z-I-N-C. You think I know how to spell? Oh my gosh. Zinc is the best mineral for anyone who's dealing with autoimmune issues. Our Soothe and Balance pre-treatment includes zinc. Okay? Our Hair Repair 2.0 shampoo, our Hair Repair 2.0 conditioner contains zinc. Our Goddess Hair Repair Serum contains zinc. You know why? Because I knew when I launched my brand that I am an avid user of my own products. So if I can't get any type of benefit from my own products, being someone who is dealing with autoimmune issues, as you guys can tell, I color my hair every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I change my hairstyle every Wednesday, and then I go back on Sunday and I change the color again. I lightened it last Sunday, then I lightened it again just this past Sunday. I do so much to my hair, but yet I still have a healthy head of hair. And I'm constantly cutting my hair off. So that should tell you a whole lot. And I am the number one person to be I deal with hypothyroidism. I've been dealing with it for 13 years. I take a thyroid medication every single day. I also take 50,000 IUDs of vitamin D every single week. Actually, twice a week now. Because that's another thing in the African American community that we don't pay attention to. Watch out, sleep, she gonna sleep, you know. That we don't pay attention to is our vitamin D. Because we look at it like we have melanin. Well, we have melanin and we block out the rays from the sun that gives us natural vitamin D that will help us with our calcium, that will help us with our skin, that will help us with our hair, that will help us with all of that. So I take additional vitamin D to help with that, to ensure that my bones don't get brittle, to ensure that my blood stays rich. I'm also I don't eat a lot of red meat, but I love to eat high protein foods. And I love fruit too. So I hope that answers your question in regards to Falana. She said, I asked because I have celiac disease, and as a black woman I use, okay, but I would like to try a black-owned brand. Falana, you have stumbled in the right place. I have so many products that you could definitely use. Definitely. The ones that I specifically mentioned, the Hair Repair 2.0, that is the Hair Repair collection. That is exactly where you need to be, right there. Right there. Right? Okay, so you know that part of, you know, just cleansing, making sure you're cleansing the scalp on a consistent basis, making sure you're keeping your scalp hydrated and moisturized, because that is the nature of the game. Remember, the hair is dehydrated because you're not doing anything to it for long periods of time. So you want to make sure that you are nourishing at the scalp level, because that is really where all the nourishment comes in. It's not at the follicle level, it's at the scalp level. It's at the scalp level. And then number 3, you want to make sure that you are protecting your hairline. You're welcome, Falana. And by the way, all of our products are buy one, get one 50% off. No code is needed to be able to take advantage of that. You simply need to have 2 products in the cart, no matter if they're the same or different. It applies to even our bundle kits right now. It applies to everything. Okay? Is that vitamin D3? Is it more beneficial paired with K2 and magnesium? So curvy girls, So vitamin D3, you are correct. Yes, I do 50,000 IUDs twice a week of vitamin D3. I do one on Monday and then one on Thursday. I could do them both together, but remember, the body only absorbs what it can. So you don't want to overdo it. 50,000 IUDs is one capsule. If I'm doing two, that means I'm giving myself 100,000 IUDs a week. But I break it up so that my body can absorb it the right way. I don't use K2, but magnesium is actually going to be a part of my diet because it helps me sleep. If you are someone who has hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism, insomnia is the inevitable. And magnesium is something that helps with the sleep pattern, which again, if the body is under stress or in distress and not resetting, that is also another reason why a lot of you are losing a ton of your hair. I have extremely itchy with twists. What can I do for that? I don't do tea tree. Okay, so we have our Soothe and Balance pre-poo and pre-treatment. You can use that. You can also use, okay, thank you. You can also use the Goddess Hair Repair Serum very sparingly, or you can use our Super G Vital Growth. The Super G Vital Growth has a minty type feel that will help to soothe the itchiness, but also giving the scalp the nutrients and the bioflavonoids that it needs to assist with the growth. Are these instructions for braids and twists only? I mean, if these instructions are really for any type of style that you can still see your scalp. Like, I wouldn't suggest this with a bust down. A bust down meaning in a full lace wig. How can you get under there? That wouldn't apply to you. So that's why I'm not just saying every protective style. I would more say things the styles that allow you to get to your scalp. And if I'm giving you guys some good information, I need everybody to go ahead and double, come on now. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Okay. Question, is synthetic braiding hair, is it safe to use? So, Rolanda, I don't make synthetic braiding hair. I've been using synthetic braiding hair all my life. They do say that it's now something that has a lot of different chemicals in it, but I've seen people wash theirs with apple cider vinegar to neutralize anything that's in it. But I can't be for certain because I don't make it, so I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. I know some braid companies, they put some form of chemical on their braiding hair, and apparently it's causing allergic reactions and things like that, which is why people are soaking their braiding hair in apple cider vinegar and washing and drying the hair first. I don't really know. I'm not a braider either, so I'm not 100% sure. Hi, Wanda. All right, so as I was saying, you want to make sure that you are protecting your edges, okay? Protecting your hairline is also vital when we're talking about having healthy hair when you have braids and twists. Now, there's no one that I know that is going to go to a hairstylist and say, hey, I'd like to pay you $300 for some rope twists or some braids, but I would like you to leave my hairline looking nice and bushy because I don't want to lose my hairline. So could you leave about a centimeter of new growth out before you do the braid part? No one does that. That's just not normal. That's not real, right? And if I'm going to get braids and twists, then babies are going to start out tight and then they're going to get loose because I need them to last. But here's the catch. Your hairline suffers for that, right? So sometimes the risk outweighs the benefit. Sometimes the benefit outweighs the risk. You got to choose your poison and say which one works for you, okay? So when we're talking about the hairline, I'm not just saying the front part that you can see. The hairline goes over the ear and it also goes into the nape of the neck. All those parts matter. There are people right now who are on my live, people that I've helped, people that I've taught how to regrow that area, who don't even have hair in the nape of their neck because that is where your problem came. It wasn't your front hairline, it was your nape, the back. Tanisha, can you demonstrate how to use the Boost Antioxidant Leave-In? Yes, I can. Do I have one right here? I do. I'll demonstrate in just a moment. So your hairline goes all the way around. And when we talk about caring for your hairline, so we have 2 different products that we use for the hairline specifically, okay? 3 different products. One being, of course, the Goddess Hair Repair Serum, okay? The Goddess Hair Repair Serum is going to be the first one. This one is the one that is geared towards those of you that are already dealing with traction alopecia, right? But we have another product that's specifically made for the hairline, and it's called the Edge Repair and Restoration Cream. Okay, this is a very lightweight hair dress slash cream. This is a lightweight hair dress slash cream that you apply to the hairline, okay? And you apply it and then you stimulate blood flow by brushing it in. I'll show you guys exactly what I mean. This goes all the way around the hairline. A little of our products go a long way, which is the reason why it's in such a small jar, because this is a lot of product for a hairline. This is a lot of product for the hairline, okay? And once you put this on, you are then going to go on top of it with our Biotin Boost Serum. Both of these products are biotin based, okay? Both of these are biotin based. The actual Edge Restoration Cream, it has peppermint essential oils. It has all of the growth stimulating essential oils that are vital towards hairline growth. Okay, vital towards hairline growth in its specific. Because traction alopecia is the inevitable if you are one who consistently wears braids, twists, or anything that requires the hairline to be tugged in one direction for long periods of time. Do they have zinc in them too? No. These two do not have zinc in them. If you need the zinc, Joyce, instead of using the Biotin Boost Serum, you would put the Goddess Hair Repair Serum a little more sparingly over the Edge Restoration Cream if you need the zinc. Is there truly something out there that can thicken your hair? Experience shedding after being sick. So Roxanne, if you experience shedding, you need to take care of the acute problem, which is the shedding. So shedding is going to be taken care of using the Repair RX protein treatment. That is a professional grade protein treatment that helps to stop or lessen shedding within the first 20 minutes of use. You have to get rid of the acute problem first. Then the overall long-term problem, which is consistent care, that is when you're going to focus on the thickening. But right now, we need to focus on getting rid of the shedding. We need to stop the shedding. We need to stop the hemorrhaging right now. We need to get that taken care of first. Then we'll take care of the bigger problem after that. So the Repair RX protein treatment is going to be your go-to. Do I have one here? I do. I have the other bottle here. It looks something like this. Okay, this is the Repair RX protein treatment. It looks something like that. This is a professional grade protein treatment. It's not a silk protein. This is raw protein. It has to be done right. Okay, so yes, the hairline, as I was saying, I'll show you guys exactly what I mean about how to utilize the Edge Restoration Cream. Okay, when you get it, it comes just like this. I'm actually going to use what you guys see right on top of this top. This is more than enough. Okay, this is more than enough. So when you are applying your Edge Restoration Cream, oh, you've been ordering tons of food, I see.
No, this is my first time.
Okay.
This is my first time.
You're going to take your Edge Restoration Cream, and I'm going to put it right here on my hairline. Okay, I have about that much. Okay, and I'm going to literally apply it to the hairline. Okay, now you guys see it's enough that you can somewhat see, but as I'm rubbing it in, you notice that it is dissipating or absorbing right away. That's why I said you don't need a ton. I should not see a white hairline. That means that you used way too much. Way too much. So when I apply it to my hairline, I'm just using my fingers because I have a shortcut. If you have longer hair, you can use our edge brush, which is our combo brush, and you're going to literally rub that in and massage it into the hairline. Okay? Then, for those of you who want to use the zinc, you would use the Goddess Hair Repair Serum. For those of you that want to use the Biotin Boost, you're going to use the Biotin Boost. Always make sure you shake your serums first as well, okay? Then I'm going to take my serum, okay? It's not much here, you guys. I have just a little bit in the dropper. And I'm going to turn my head and I'm just going to drop. Uh-oh, I need my hands to not be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, do you see it running down my face? No, because you don't need a lot. Okay, And then I'm going to make sure that I rub that baby in as well. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Now, I prefer to use the brush, but I don't have one of the brushes sitting here in front of me. Or do I? No, I don't have one sitting here in front of me. I'll use my comb. Okay? And then I'm just going to style my hair wherever it's supposed to be styled, and then allow it just to air dry for a second. It's not sopping wet, but it's wet enough that I can move it around. Okay? And we're done. I've done my treatment for the day. I traditionally prefer doing this at night than during the day. I prefer doing this at night than during the day. Tanisha said, do not forget her when it talks about the boost serum. All right, so Tanisha, I'll use this side of my head. So I'm gonna pull this hair this way. Okay, so this is our Boost Scalp Antioxidant Serum. Okay, this is great for reducing inflammation. This one is new. Smells great. All of our products smell great. Okay, so it has a twist top, so I'm not going to open the twist top all the way. That is how you get way too much product. I'm going to slightly close it, maybe about half. I take it and I literally, I will take a slight squeeze and just apply it to the different areas. That's it. I pushed it down too much. Okay. I want to do it with the applicator tip so you can see. I'm literally touching the area and just rubbing in. I am barely squeezing the bottle, you guys, okay? If you guys can tell, it's running down right here. I barely squeeze the bottle. I don't need a ton.
Scale okay?
Yes. Y'all putting it together. Okay, I don't need a ton, and then I'm just gonna make sure that I comb or brush that in. You can do it throughout the head. You can also add it to your products. Okay, this can be added to your shampoos. It can be added to your conditioners. This is going to create a powerhouse shampoo and conditioner. Okay, and then when I'm done, because I know it's daytime, I'm just gonna make sure that I style my hair where I want it styled, and then I'm gonna allow it to just air dry slightly, because it is slightly damp, because that is a somewhat wet product, but I didn't slather my head with it like it was Crisco. What shampoo and conditioner do I need? I'm talking about your products. Emma, you have to give me a little more detail, my love, and then I can help you. I used it on my niece's hair last weekend after I took her braids out, along with the hot oil treatment, and their scalp actually looks oiled without oiling. Look at that. Look at that. All right, so the last part of making how to get your hair healthy when you are dealing with protective styles, braids, and twists is just make sure you're not skipping your moisture. Okay? At the beginning, we talked about keeping the scalp and the hair hydrated, right? And moisturized. But you don't want to skip your moisture. A lot of you will get these braids and twists, and then you think that you can go 13, 14, 20 weeks and not even look at your hair or your scalp, and then wonder why when you take these braids and twists out, your hair is just shedding like crazy because it's dehydrated. How often should you wash your hair with a washcloth? I said typically once every 7 days, or if you have a lot of scalp congestion, you can do once every 4 to 8 days, or 4 to 7 days. But when we talk about not skipping your moisture, for those of you who are dealing with situations where you're keeping these braids in for long periods of time, these rope twists in for long periods of time, you can use our hair repair and growth balm. You can use our Goddess hair repair serum. They are both going to help to deliver a lot more of that moisture content to the scalp. Our hair repair and growth balm is an actual hair grease. It's an actual hair grease. Right here. I have products all over. This is our ultimate hair repair and growth balm. This is infused with batana oil. For those of you that don't know anything about batana oil, Dr. Sebi talks so much about batana oil. This also, let me break down the ingredients for y'all because it's a lot, okay? So there are no preservatives, there are no added fragrances, there are no dyes, and there are no phthalates in our hair repair and growth balm. This is a wholesome hair grease, okay? So one, it has Australian beeswax, it has shea butter, sunflower oil, hemp seed oil, rice bran oil, jojoba oil, grape seed oil, soybean oil, pumpkin seed oil, batana oil, olive oil, vitamin E, lemon essential oil, lemon essential oil, cedarwood essential oil, lavender essential oil, peppermint essential oil, tea tree essential oil, ginger extract, stinging nettle extract, glycerin, and chamomile extract. Yes. You ready? Okay. I'm going to print something out for you. That is all of the different ingredients that's within our hair grease. This is called the Ultimate Hair Repair and Growth Balm. The reason why this product has been so successful is because it has all of the different butters, oils, and essential oils that the scalp needs for it to flourish. It smells like lemons because we use 2 different types of lemon essential oil. So we have, y'all see that? Y'all see how it is? Y'all can see that? Oh, shoot. I just let it drop on my desk. Hold on, pros. I'll clean this up anyway. This can be used for children. It can also be used for adults. Again, all of our Elite Hair Care products I use on my kids. Or my kids use all of our products. Yes, I have all these products and they are real good. That's good. What's the name of it again? It's called the Ultimate Hair Repair and Growth Balm. Elite Hair Care USA. Love the balm. It has a wonderful lemon scent. Thank you. So that's one thing that I'm prideful on with our products. Like our hair repair and growth balm, it has no phthalates, no dyes, no preservatives, no colorants, none of that stuff. Elite Hair Care USA, Emmanuel. Hold on, pros. And just like that, you guys, we have completed today's lesson on how to achieve healthy hair while you are wearing your braids and your twists. And of course, I am about to do the raffle. So those of you who have entered the raffle, now is the time. I'm about to draw the winner of the raffle so that I can see who I will be flying to come and literally change the game for you, give you a hair care makeover, and take you out to a 5-star dinner. And give you almost a year worth of Elite Hair Care product. Like, I am so ready. So you guys give me just one moment. Let me print this out. And thank you guys so much. Don't forget, all the products are buy one, get one 50% off. No code is needed. I'm in love with all your products I order from you. Me and my daughter use them every single day. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Marguerite. It's raffle time. All right, let me see here. What is it that? Richard. Okay. Can you give me that paper on the printer? It's going now. So what I did was I went back and I reprinted all of the raffle stuff and printed much smaller ones. Like they're like really small strips. Y'all see that? Yeah. So let me give him this, and then I'm gonna pick out the name. Okay, this one, Richard, look, right here. You start from here. So None of this. You don't use any of that. No. Okay? No. This is where you start, right here. So that one, that, and then the clear glass bottle and the gold top. We're making this one. Okay? You're gonna have to use one of the small drums because it's a good amount. Thank you. EHC is everything. Blessings from Virginia. Thank you. All right, y'all. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready? So, whoever I pull, I am going to call them before I announce the name. Okay? All right. So I'm going to pull the third prize winner first. I'm giving it a good shake. So for those of you that don't know, we were doing an Elite Experience raffle where the winner of the Elite Experience, there's 3 winners. Let me go over that. The grand prize winner, I will be flying to you in your city, all expense paid. You're not paying for anything outside of your raffle ticket. I am flying to you. We will spend the first day together where we hang out, go shopping, look around, all that stuff. The second day, we're going to do your hair care makeover valued at up to $1,200. So if the person needed a prosthetic or if they wanted cut color, whatever services it is that they want, that is what I will be planning for when I arrive. So we will do a consultation ahead of time, and then this will be booked within the next 90 days where we will know what dates I'm coming to you. Then, after we complete the hair care makeover, they are going to go and get themselves all dolled up, get all cute, get all pretty. And we are going to go to a 4 to 5 star restaurant within their area, because what I've been noticing is not every city has 5-star restaurants. So we will go to a 4 to 5 star restaurant within their area. If there is none within that category within your area, we will drive to the next city that is closest, and we will go there, and then I will drive you back. I will be chauffeuring you. There will be no work for you. We probably just will use an Uber Black and just call it a day so that we don't have to do any of that stuff. I don't know. I'm figuring that part out. Also, they will receive a year's supply of Elite Hair Care product. They will also receive a ton of Miss Crystal Williams product. They will also receive merch from Miss Crystal Williams and Elite Hair Care USA. Second prize winner receives $500 worth of Elite Hair Care product. They also receive a $100 gift card to Miss Crystal Williams and an Elite Hair Care merch, as well as those things. Third prize winner receives $200 worth of Elite Hair Care product, and then they also receive some merch for Elite Hair Care and Miss Crystal Williams. So I was supposed to do the drawing on Sunday. So I'm going to draw. Y'all see it? Okay. These are not just these are actual papers with names. Okay. So I'm going to draw. So I put it in one of my blow dryer boxes. I'm mixing it up, y'all. I'm mixing it up. I didn't drop any, right? Okay. All right. So I'm going to draw the third place winner right now. Third place winner is Sherelle Vines. Sherelle Vines. That is our third place winner. Let me go find Sherelle over here so I can write her phone number down. Sherelle, Sharell, last name Vines. And I'm sorry I'm saying your first and last name, so just forgive me. But Sherelle is our third place winner. Let me get that name, write it down. Yes. I think I have her right here. All right, so third place winner is Sherelle. So Sherelle has won the $200 worth of Elite Hair Care products, as well as the swag. Call it swag. All right, so Sherelle, we're going to contact Sherelle on the phone and let Sherelle know that she won, but Sherelle is the winner for the third place. All right. All right, so that's number 3. Let's see, second place. All right, I'm going to take this one from way down at the bottom. Second place winner is Regina. Regina Baker. Regina Baker is the second place winner. So Regina has won $500 worth of Elite Hair Care product, as well as a $100 gift card to Miss Crystal Williams. So shout out to Miss Regina Baker. Let me pull her information so I have her, and then we are going to move on to the grand prize winner. Hold on. All right, so second is Regina Baker. Now, the first place winner, that's going to determine where I'm going. And I'm praying that it's somewhere exclusively nice. Okay, I'm so excited. I'm just like, okay. I'm making sure I write this down. And swag. All right, so we got our second, which was Regina, and our first place winner, which is Sherelle. Okay. Okay. Even I'm like, please let it be somewhere nice like Hawaii. Winner of the Elite Experience Grand Prize. I'm going to call her. I'm not going to say the name. Hold on. I'm going to call. So this person is located in Georgia. All right. If she answers, because she's probably looking like, who in the hell is calling me? See, this is what happens when you don't answer spam calls, y'all.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Javita?
This is she.
Hi, Javita. This is Crystal from Elite Hair Care. How are you?
Fine, how are you?
I'm well. So I'm calling to let you know that you are our Elite Experience Grand Prize winner.
Are you serious?
Yes, I just drew your name on live. I'm live right now.
Get out of here.
I promise. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
So what's going to happen is I'm going to send you an email later today. And then we're going to coordinate a consultation via Zoom so we can figure out what it is that you want done to your hair, what your hair needs, what your hair doesn't need, all of that good stuff. And then we will correlate a date within the next 90 days, of course, adjusting to your schedule. And then I will be in Beaufort, Georgia to see you.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Yes, ma'am. And thank you so much for joining in on the raffle. I truly appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yes, ma'am. So we will talk very soon, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Mama. Thank you.
All right. right, bye-bye.
Congrats. Oh, I forgot. Don't forget, I'm going to also send you an email to get your address because I need to send you all your product and everything else. So you want a year's supply of Elite Hair Care product, plus you want Miss Crystal Williams product and some Elite Hair Care swag. So all of that will come in one big box for you before we even see each other.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Javita. I'm excited to meet you.
I'm excited to meet you.
We'll talk soon, Mama.
Okay.
Okay, baby. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. So the winner of the Elite Experience raffle is Javita Jones, who is located in Beaufort, Georgia. So I am going to be connecting with her. I will be, of course, vlogging my entire experience. Does anybody know where Beaufort, Georgia is? Where is Beaufort, Georgia? Is that Atlanta? Is that near Atlanta? Where is Beaufort? Somebody tell me where is Beaufort. She said when I said Georgia, y'all almost passed out. This was so much fun. I feel like if you know the radio, remember those radio things where, hey, turn your radio down, turn your radio down. It's like, now I gotta go Google, where's Beaufort, Georgia? Beaufort, Georgia. Please, please, please let it be a place that I can get to on a plane. It's above Duluth. Okay, where's hold on, y'all. Let's see where that is. I got to see it on the map. Oh, yeah, it's still kind of around. Isn't that still around Atlanta? Like, isn't that kind of like around the same kind of place? Like, just like how you have like Norcross, right? It's still. So I would fly to Atlanta. Am I right? Am I correct? I would fly to Atlanta and then drive to Beaufort. Oh, well, there's a million 5-star restaurants to choose from, child. We are in a great space. You said, nah, it's the country. Okay, it's about 45 minutes. Okay. So is there an airport closer to Beaufort than Atlanta? Than Hartsfield? Or would I just fly to Hartsfield? Would it make more sense to just fly to Hartsfield? Listen, y'all tell me what I'm doing here. Okay, so I fly to Atlanta and then I can drive to Beaufort. Got it. Perfect. Well, at least I know that within 45 minutes is somebody's 5-star restaurant. So we are A-okay here. It's fine. I love Atlanta. I'm fine. Okay, so I fly to Atlanta. Got it. Well, congratulations to all of our winners. Congratulations to Regina. Congratulations to Sherelle. Congratulations to Miss Javita. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This was my first raffle outside of raffling off a TV on Black Friday many moons ago. So this is absolutely just excitement for me. I've never done anything like this. This is my first time. I'm super spontaneous. So just when I said, okay, I'm just going to fly to the person because now I'm retired. I'm going to fly and do this person's hair. The good thing is if it's in Atlanta, I have a lot of Atlanta salon friends. So they probably will just let me use their salon. If not, then I'll just do it in the hotel. It don't matter. But I'm going to be consulting with her. So we will know exactly what it is that her hair needs, all that stuff. I will be documenting the entire journey. So of course you guys will be able to see the vlog. You guys will meet Miss Javita, and you guys will be able to come along with us as we go to dinner. Listen, Atlanta is the place, so we definitely gonna have a great time. OMG, you texted my phone once and I didn't think it was real. I need my hair done so bad. I love watching you. Thank you, Lisa. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I am going to be hosting another raffle, something else. I like to call it the Elite Experience, where we'll be doing something different. I'm not sure what I'll be doing for the next one, but we will be hosting another raffle that will be kind of done before the end of the year. But I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. Thank you guys so much for joining today's live. Thank you guys so much for following in, tuning in, and even just hearing what I have to say as just little old Crystal, who is the owner of Elite Hair Care USA. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks to everyone who participated in the raffle. We do want to continue doing raffles. It's definitely exciting. I love to give back. I love to give out. I love to do all of that. As you guys can tell, I'm always on live. I'm always teaching. I'm always trying to give away information. And then now I have the opportunity to be able to meet some of you and be able to talk to some of you because I'm not behind the chair and restricted to, I got to be back by Thursday. I got to be back by Friday. No, I can literally just do everything that I want to do and be able to thrive from that. So I love everybody. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget the buy one, get one half off is going on all Elite Hair Care products. So you guys go check that out. And I hope you guys got a good information from today. All right. I'll see everybody later. Peace.